me as we proceed ahead. Viewers, let's also tell you that US President Donald Trump has stated that he considers potential military action against Iran amid mounting reports of deadly crackdowns against the country's mass anti-government protests. Trump has also stated that he planned to speak with billionaire Elon Musk about restoring internet in Iran. Meanwhile, Trump is reportedly scheduled to be briefed by senior officials in his administration on January 13 on specific options to respond to the protests in Iran. According to reports, the meeting will be a discussion about possible next steps, including military strikes, deploying secretive cyber weapons against Iranian military and civilian sites, placing more sanctions on Iran's government, and boosting anti-government sources online. Let's in fact listen in to some of Trump's comments.
They're starting to, it looks like, and there seem to be some people killed that aren't supposed to be killed. These are violent, if you call them leaders, I don't know if they're leaders or just they rule through violence. But we're looking at it very seriously. The military is looking at it, and we're looking at some very strong options.
All right. Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has stated in a post on X that his country is closely monitoring the events unfolding in Iran. He has added that Israel supports Iranian people's struggle for freedom and strongly condemns what he called the mass killings of innocent civilians. He stated that he hoped that Iran would soon be freed from the yoke of tyranny. Adrian, I request you to join me back in the discussion here. Now, both Netanyahu and Trump are speaking in a similar tone. Of course, Netanyahu has earlier as well criticized. But let's talk about US here. Do you think it's a good time for US to topple this anti-American regime in Iran?
Quite frankly, I don't think there's been a better time. If you look at the miscalculations that the regime has made since October 7th, 2023, they've lost Hamas, they sacrificed Hezbollah, the Houthis, we know where they are, they can be targeted. There's a little, I would say, a stalling action there. Assad is gone, okay? He's got the Iraqi proxies left. So, you know, this is what I'm seeing from the United States. This is not just maximum support. You're seeing from the first term. Now it's time to, I would say, you know, ratchet it up a little bit, and that's what we're seeing. And you know, a lot of it we don't see, thankfully, because it's helping the people that are on the ground. But I do think that the United States, and this is what the Iranian people have wanted. You know, back in 2009, all they wanted was Obama to say he stood by him, and he didn't. And then we were silent during the 2022 protests, during the Masa Amini murder. There were some, you know, some comments, but no action. So now we're seeing for the U.S., and we also have to look at the Islamic Republic's military after the 12-day war. Khamenei's entire military leadership has been eliminated. His closest advisors are gone. And then you have to look at the ballistic missile program, the nuclear program, which they're trying to rebuild, and he's lost all the proxies. So he's lost the leverage. And the United States, I would appear, you know, and Trump sees this, that the regime has never, ever been weaker. And now is the time for the Iranian people to take back the country. They just need some help, a little bit of help.
Sure. Trump has also now issued, in fact, a very important statement. He's saying that he is, in fact, in touch with Iranian people. How much do you think is this a threat for Khamenei?
I think it is a bit of a threat, and I think it's also letting him know that he's talking to people on the ground, that he's in communication with opposition leaders. Obviously, a lot of them are political prisoners that are locked up, but there's also, you know, a very strong opposition leader sitting in D.C. So, you know, it's, you know, Trump is, you know, he's very good. He's the first president in my lifetime, and I've lived through the entire Islamic Republic, that has had an actual policy to deal with the Islamic Republic. He's the only one that has. Everybody recognized it was a problem. And then all of a sudden we had the Obama administration come along and they turned it into a nuclear file and a nuclear issue, when really we're looking at a regime that has brutalized the people for 47 years.
All right then, Adrian, thanks so much for joining me in this discussion. With that, viewers, we're now going to proceed. Now, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has reacted to the Minneapolis shooting of 37-year-old Rennie Good. He has stated that the innocent mother of 3 was executed by ICE. He has added that the US administration labeled her as domestic terrorist, while President Trump called it self-defense. He's added that in Iran, police officers are being killed by actual terrorists. Araghchi has stated that Iran has proof that the terrorists have been called Mossad agents by Mike Pompeo, former US Secretary of State and CIA Director. He said that the US would never tolerate the kind of violence that is ongoing in Iran. In fact, I request Adrian to join me back here with his comments. All right, I'm told Adrian has left the conversation. But for now, viewers, that's the latest that's coming in, and we're now going to move ahead.